One of the interesting features of the house is it involves Feng Shui requirement while ensuring that the aesthetic of the house is nice and welcoming and pleasing. He likes Japanese influence interior with raw finishes. That's the whole entire design concept of the house. Hi, I'm Kay. I'm the principal designer and stylist of KK Interior. This is a 3-room resale HDB flat located very near the MRT station of Yishun and North Point. The house is actually a standard 3-room HDB flat, the old kind resale. It's a very longish flat.
If you love home and decor just like us, visit Stack Store now to refresh your home.
This house is a very centralized location. There is also a very small park downstairs. There is coffee shops and also mama shops downstairs, so it's a very friendly neighborhood. The house hasn't been renovated for about more than 10 years. The condition of the house is really old with the oldish kind of tiles around. The condition is quite okay. It's just that the design is more than 10 years ago. This house is designed for a bachelor. He likes to enjoy his personal free time at home, watching movies. He also likes to host big groups of friends and family at this space. He also wanted a very spacious layout, being living alone, so he can have more flexibility in the space. This house is located in the corridor of the 3-room flat. That creates a lot of opportunity for us as well. Because of the Feng Shui requirement, we could not have enough storage in the house itself. We could only house a bottom cabinet for his shoe collection, which is not enough for him. So we curated 2 cabinets outside the corridor, tuck it at the side, and also that comes with a lock function, so that gives the owner some security as well. One of the interesting design elements of the living room is the arch itself. It is an organic curve design. It basically perfectly conceals the beam itself. It also serves as a divider between the 2 big spaces that we have and give the owner a bigger space. The study table is also another interesting feature of the living room. Part of the Feng Shui requirement, the owner has to face the sofa where he's working 45 degrees towards the master bedroom as the optimal working position. We crafted a rounded table so he can have a comfortable sitting location inside the tiny space that we have. With the demolishment of the storeroom, we actually have to think of ideas to house the owner's belongings. We actually built out a full-height cabinet storage with well-designed compartments so that the owners can store their things accordingly to the needs of his storage requirement. In between the 2 hard cabinets, I actually placed a nice focal point in between. So with styling, I added warm lights and also a painting to add some texture and warmth over the corner. The organic curve wall, which is the lime wash finish painting, actually stretched all the way to the kitchen for that connectivity. It also stretched all the way down to this concealed wall, which at the back is the secret master bedroom. One of the requirements for the kitchen is closed concept kitchen that the owner wants, but yet open in line with the spaciousness that he wanted to create. With things being placed in the middle, it creates a bigger space. The walkway becomes at the 2 ends of the entire kitchen. That creates a flow of the space between the living room and the entire kitchen itself. We also added top cabinet, so that will give the owner ample storage space with the bottom kitchen itself. The owner also wanted a small dining table so he can also enjoy his meal in his alone time, and if he wants to host a small group of guests in the house. That is where he actually can do more hosting without having to push the sofa to the front during his me time. With the island being in the middle, we inputted the doors at the side that open up the entire space, and during heavy cooking time, the owner can close the bifold door and the window at the side, and that will close up the entire kitchen itself. And with the service yard door, so the entire cooking is actually contained in the kitchen itself. One of the design requirements for the service yard is to blur out the messy laundry when he have. We put in some glass blocks framed with wooden frame. It brings out the Japanese feel itself, and yet allowing the lights to pass through during laundry time. In the service yard, we added a collapsible table. The owner can enjoy his morning coffee with the scenery when it's needed. Otherwise, he can choose to close it when he needs to do cleaning and laundry time, so that it compensates the space that he has. The owner wanted the common bathroom to be quite minimal, just basically serving the functional needs that it has, to make sure that it's still in line with the entire design concept. We added in stainless steel shelving, some art piece itself to bring out the fun of the bathroom. The master bedroom is concealed behind the wine wash wall that we have. So once you enter the master bedroom, you'll be greeted with a Japanese warm atmosphere in the master bedroom. The design concept of the master bedroom is closely intertwined with the master bathroom. To have that spaciousness in the space, we decided to move out the master vanity. We can have a bigger shower space in the bathroom. We extended the table counter space for the vanities. For the connectivity of the space of the entire house, we also use the same concept, which is the glass block frame with wooden tiles at the edge that allows the lights to pass through. For the master bathroom, we imported the tiles from overseas. It's actually a cream square grid tile that bring out the Japanese bathroom feel when the owner is in the bathroom. My overall experience designing this house has been very pleasing. It has come out to the effect that I wanted to create and bring out the entire concept of the design in my mind. I'm actually very pleased with the results that we have seen in our own eyes.
Thanks for staying till the end. If you'd like to connect with the designer of this home, visit the link in the description below and find out how you can receive a complimentary $500 Stexto voucher.